Hi guys, I would like to share experience changing auxiliary belt, which is known as alternator belt, in Ford Galaxy from 2007 diesel 2.0 tdci. So the old one, after 5 years of usage, snapped. That was left from old one. Luckily it happened, we noticed around the house before we driven, so it didn't affect us, but it's kind of lesson learned. I know some people don't change it for 6 years, I still drive it, but this one after 5 years snapped, even though it didn't make any noises. And as you can see, the rubber is still good. So obviously the reason why it snapped could be because the tensioner is faulty, or the clutch on the alternator, or the clutch on the air compressor from air conditioning. I've checked the clutches and they were okay. So if each time you change it, you should test them. So the easiest is to lock with something soft, so you don't damage it accidentally, the alternator and the air conditioning pump, and try to rotate it. Should rotate in one direction, but not in the other. And the one should be quite with the tension not very easy. So I've changed the tensioner. That's the old one, because the new that looks like it's original since it was new. So didn't make any noises and looks okay, but probably it's the time. Don't want to risk it that it's snapped. So what you really need, so I managed to do it without lifting in the car everything from up. So even though it's very little space, it's possible to do it, but you need 2 people and kind of specialized tool. So what do you need? It's a spanner, which is a maximum of 42 millimeters thick. Anything thicker will not fit, and you have to be short, with the option of adding the extension, because especially if you have a new tensioner, it will be very hard. When the old one, actually we've noticed big difference between old one and new one. So actually on the old one the belt could have actually not snap, but go away, because it was too loose, like on a bicycle with a chain when it's loose. So I've ordered, but the spanner you need is 17. So this one is 16 because I didn't have it. But the friend kind of told me a trick. We added a bit of metal from a tuna tin, and that's because it's you don't need such a huge tension. You're not unscrewing it, you're just losing the tensioner. But if you order the socket, you have to be narrow. So I order specialized socket for this purpose, and it's meant to do the job. Spent £20, but then notice they didn't give me number 17. So that was a surprise, and I didn't know I need 17. But then if you put standard 17, it's too wide, it's not gonna fit. So you need a shallow socket, which, like I said. So this did the job. So this 3/4 inch socket. So like this standard socket, it's too wide with the standard key, at least. The socket this size is too thick, and this socket is also too thick. Even with this narrow handler is okay, but then no, it's not okay. I checked. No, it's not okay. It's also too thick. Yeah. It's 45 millimeters. As I said, have to be 42 maximum. And the belt you need is this 1203, and you can buy it as of 2023 May for like £9. So very cheap, and it fits around 100 cars or so engines. So it's the same for a lot of different cars, so you don't have to spend a lot of money. And tensioner you can buy on eBay as well for about like £38. You probably buy it cheaper, and then in shop will charge you twice the price, so it's no real point. I'll also show you at the end the supercapacitor added to the battery, which kind of did a trick, because even on the low battery when normally the diesel will not start. This one still starts with this supercapacitor, so I'm happy. Well invested, like £60. Okay, thanks for watching, and